it is a social evil, and our government also make some rules, and also our constitution give the rules that any person not impart any child if they are doing like these activities, it is a cause of their punishment.
I would like to add one more point, that sometimes children are forced to do work due to his circumstances, because their parents belong to below poverty line, that they cannot get food.
Child labor, our government makes many acts as factors and mindsets which are running in our constitution.
Child labor is bad because a child who works at early age, his health he lost his health and he cannot provide, and a misused child do smoking and other bad things that are bad for his health. So we should try to reduce this problem because of developing of our country also.
Childhood is one of the most important part of our life. But due to child labor, many type of children are forced to do work in factory because they are financial problem.
Yes, I agree with my parents that child labor are enjoying time of the person, and it is a beautiful time, and there are lots of children who are not enjoying their childhood.
I would like to add one more point, that our government has made many laws, like India, in our constitution we can see Article 24 based on to reduce child labor, and I would also say that our government launched Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan to educate them. If they educated and they can survive easily.
We know that nowadays going in our country, it is really happening in our country. It is not happening because we are not supporting our government. But as you know that Article 23, 24 is going on our country, but it is not happening in our country. Why? Because we are not supporting. And as we know that, if you are firstly we should understand what is a child labor. If any child is learning from anywhere, it is not a study, but he is making career from anywhere. It is a good for child. I think child is enjoying and learning something from childhood. I think he will be, if he will be a big and he will be a adult man, then he will be a perfect for that business.
I think main cause of child labor is lack of education and understanding, because every village has its own government school, but we see that no one goes here, and the parents used to take him with, and they are working in bricks factory, and also they are going to outside of village and but not going to school.
If we want to reduce the child labor from our society, we should get inspiration from Kailash Satyarthi, who has greatly contributed in child labor. He launched a Bachpan Bachao Andolan in 1983, and in this campaign he has contributed 83,000 from 144 countries.
If we really want to reduce the child labor from our society, we all are also responsible for it, because in many hotels, many factories, we see easily that child below 14 years are working a lot number, but we are not
Population and unemployment is also the reason of child labor, because our population are also increasing, many family members are also increasing. In this way, they have to do work to survive.
It's our also responsible for child labor, because when we can report child labor, and we must have to confirm that we cannot use child labor in our society.
To reduce the child labor, we should support the government also. Because if we support government, and this responsibility also depend on us to send our child due to good education, and in the government school also we should send our children.
But suppose that if the family is unable to not capable of doing a lot of work, he is physically unfit. If the child is working and take care of the family, it is wrong.
No, but it is our first responsibility, and it is a power of the children that he got the education, and it is true that if their parents are not able to carry their life, and we are doing, but we are not force any person that you should work here and earn money.
There are many kinds of NGO are going on to reduce child labor. We all should take this problem serious, and because child is the future of our country.
According to UNICEF, India is sad to have the largest number of working children.
In the age where child should go to school and he should study, there he is going to a tea stall and a factory to just to earn money. That's because their family condition is not good. That's why our government should make some
Children are the future of our country, and it is our responsibility to make our future bright.
As we know that child labor is a social evil for us, but if we want to really scrap this from our society, our government should reach every home, and if they should spread awareness among the parents, not in children.
Government should be aware. Yeah, I agree with
I am agree with your point. Child labor is a social evil because child is upcoming generation of our country, and child is not educated. So our country is not fully educated because child is the upcoming generation of our country.
As we know that India has most labor in terms of numbers, but we have no skilled labor in our society.
Children are a small plant of our developing country. If we take care of these plant, then they make a tree, and our country will be also developed.
I think if parents is capable, children should not the work, and the government is doing a lot of opportunities for the child, because many of the government school is going on in country, and many of the midday meals where the child can be feed ourselves. Anything is good for us, and government is doing a lot of work, but we should be support. We should be understand and educate our little brother to educate them.
But our government should also start a campaign to communicate the parents who forced their children to do work in factories, tanneries and hotel.
We can take the example of China, because we are seeing in China child are also working, but they are also in education system is as that they can also working and also can practical knowledge gain.
Many NGOs are running in this field to reduce the child labor from our society and to provide them education.
Education is the fundamental right of our country. If we are educated, then we are not forced to do work in restaurant and factory and hotels.
If our family condition is not so good, then if we only educate ourselves, then how our family will feel?
If we want to reduce the
government
child labor from the society, if we want to reduce the child labor from the society, government should have to reduce the first unemployment from the society, so that the elders can make money and their children can got education.
So you can do anything for their livelihood.
They get employment with the help of education, because education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world.
Yeah, I am agree with your friend that if China is giving a practical knowledge to a child, I think this is also education. I think only the book knowledge is not education. If child is growing our mind from anywhere, I think this is the education of the child. If we will be grow, India will be also grow.
Yes, I agree with my friend, but there are many causes of child labor, because as we know that in our country there are many type of people who force to children to do job, and the children should have to do work by forcefully, and there are many causes of child labor, because poverty and unemployment is our country is more and more.
I agree with my friend, because I agree with my friend. Ignorance of the parents is also a big factor for the child labor.
Our government start lots of campaign who takes the positive result, and our government should try their best, and people also try their best, and this is main reason that child labor reducing day by day.
Overpopulation is the main cause of child labor, because due to overpopulation, many families became poor, because if they have many children, they don't support the-
I think that is not
While
matter because there are lots of
government's
schools
campaign,
are
if
educated.
our government will succeed to reduce the child labor, the day will surely come when India has its position in developed countries.
At conclusion, I would say,
Let me have conclusion with everyone.
I want to conclude that the government is doing a lot of work for reducing child labor, and we also support to the government that child labor will reduce one day. Now I want to conclude that if a child is finding any knowledge from anywhere, I think he will be become able in a adult. When he will be adult, he will be able to work for her, for him, and for her family. If child is erring from anywhere, I think it is good for our India.
In the age of 5 to 14, children are not proper mature. If they are not proper guidance, they can become a good man in our life and can secure our life.
At last, I would like to conclude by saying that our government are taking many steps for reducing child labor as Shiksha Abhiyan and providing free education. So first of all, we should understand our responsibility and we support our government.
At last, I would like to conclude by saying that government should take strong action, and the cooperation between people and government should be very good, and we should cooperative with the government. That's it.
At last, I would like to conclude. If we reduce the child labor, we should change our education system, because education is not that thing which give us only knowledge. If education is a thing which that tell us how can we earn our livelihood also, and we should try to change the education system, and practically education should be also read.
At last, I want to say that government are doing a lot of work as a midday meal, as a Shiksha Abhiyan, or many schemes are running on the, and if we want to reduce the child labor from our society, first of all we will have to cooperate with the government, because
Lots of work to reduce child labor like Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, midday meal, etc. And we all should also support our government, and we all should take a good step to reduce it.
at conclusion, I would like to say, every child is a gift of God. No one have right to force them to work forcefully.
At last, I conclude that child labor is a bad thing, and our government and also the people are trying their best. And my belief system is said that after some time we are own like these wrong social activities.